Hi, I'm James Woodcock from jameswoodcock.co.uk and welcome to part 1 of my top 10 Xbox Live Arcade games for the Xbox 360. Before I start, of course these are my personal choices, and no doubt yours will differ depending on the ones you have played. However, be sure to share your favourite games. Xbox Live Arcade has certainly added a new twist to console gaming. No longer are we forced to nip over to the shops, buy one of those shiny disc thingamybobs in the ugly plastic boxes for around the £35 mark, travel back home slowly teasing back the wrapping and security tape until finally you can insert your new purchase into your Xbox 360. It is these first 5 minutes where you decide whether you have made a wise decision or whether listening to your friends' online gaming recommendations has led you right up the garden path. Xbox Live Arcade is our knight in shining armour though, offering free downloadable demonstrations and an affordable way of expanding our gaming library without even leaving the comfort of our house. At one time there were grumbles about the lack of releases on the service, however now we are flooded with all manner of genres both retro and modern, so choosing the superior titles can be quite a challenge. Let me ease some of your frustrations by offering what I consider to be the top titles that will tantalise your television screens from the selection I have experienced. Based on the cartoon style of Worms 2 many of us know and love from PC gaming years ago, Worms for Xbox Live Arcade has all the charm of warfare without the risk of troubling your conscience spoiling the fun. Millions of possible randomly generated landscapes with a selection of themes, with additional content available for a cost, bizarre accents and even exploding sheep are all available.
Perfect! Sir!
Although a seemingly destructive title, there is far more to it than that, as you will need to use your lethal arsenal effectively. Whether you're calling an airstrike, throwing a grenade, collect that tempting crate, or take to the skies, dropping a little goodie along the way, your choices will determine the outcome of the war being waged in this tiny, yet very personal set of circumstances.
Yes, sir! Watch this! Take cover!
There is plenty of single player intrigue as you battle the computer for increased difficulty, but the excitement really begins when you sit down your friend next to you and take out all your frustrations on their little pink minions. Worms, that is. If picking off random strangers is your thing, hop onto Xbox Live as you are sure to find people who, like you, desire something destructive yet charming.
On target.
Be warned though, humiliation is an easy goal to attain without even trying. Who could deny the appeal of Tyrus Flair? Many a pubescent boy learned the wonders of the feminine physique thanks to continually walking upwards on the screen. Look at it sway. Anyway, aside from the obvious appeal of scantily clad women of the Amazon, Golden Axe features good old-fashioned 2D scrolling hack and slash adventuring. Porting the original arcade version, it includes a few more niceties than the Sega Mega Drive, including enemies that fall to the ground losing more than just the colour in their cheeks when they are defeated, and the crunching of bones when attacking those tormenting skeletons. The downside though is due to the fact that the Mega Drive had a slightly longer gameplay experience thanks to an additional section after defeating the notorious Death Adder. Where the two thrones appear at the end, there is actually a door on the Mega Drive, but never mind. This aside though, it faithfully recreates the memories I had as a youngster, as Golden Axe was one of my first gaming experiences and is more than likely one of the reasons I'm a journalist today. I was so chuffed when I completed the game on a single 20p piece, and now here it is. But this time, I don't have to worry about any coin slots digesting all of my money on every occasion. The icing on the cake though has to be the online cooperative mode, allowing you and a buddy to tackle the evil together. Although frightfully short, you may find yourself falling for the obvious simplicity and fantasy aspects. I mean, come on, you can ride a fire-breathing dragon for goodness sakes. Just remember to watch out for those killer drops though. Whoops. Another Sega gem that has found new life on Xbox Live Arcade has to be OutRun Online Arcade. Although I felt the title mocked us a little with the lack of modes available, the 5 to 10 minute nature quickie moment of gaming action on Microsoft's service has allowed it to really shine. Racing against the clock, you and your female companion set to the road travelling through all kinds of backdrops and obstacles, with traffic being the prevalent pain in the backside. The best way to drive though is to slide around those treacherous corners that would otherwise bother you. Enhanced graphics and a seductive soundtrack will delight you and friends who remember the time when Sega ruled the world with their arcade expertise. Heart Attack mode will add challenge and competition to your life, but online as always will be that little bit extra you need to warrant considering this legend reincarnated. Usually, when sat in your local pub, your eyes wander over to a pool table tempting you with its green cloth, shiny balls and blue chalk. When you finally venture over though, you are often disappointed at the line of money indicating people have reserved the next session, the sticky queues with other people's residual sweat, you, and the slight lean causing any missed shot to be the table's fault. Well, that's my excuse anyway. Once more though, Xbox Live Arcade has come up with the digital solution for all our ball potting needs. Bankshot Billiards 2 started life in a top-down view, causing some people to suggest the game was actually 2D. However, thanks to an update, the developers had the last laugh as pressing the D-pad revealed the true 3D nature. What makes this a pleasing experience though has to be the selection of modes other than just your standard pool offering. There are the typical variants of pool from around the world, but also how about a spot of golf? Or even a trick shot or two. 2-player online is of course here, but quite unusual for a pool game, there is a 3-player mode included in an option called Cutthroat, where the aim is to eliminate your opponents from the table by potting their coloured balls, be it red, yellow or blue. The Xbox Live Vision camera also provides a platform for your mocking, shame, or even a friendly gesture of hello with a wave. Aw, how lovely. Imagine Uno, the classic card game, but with no time to linger, no time to ponder, no time to discuss the random happenings on the latest episode of Heroes, just the pure thrill of speed and rapid decision making. Rather than placing one at a time, you are pressured to organise your card collection without delay, so when your turn comes forth, you are prepared to ditch as many of the little blighters as possible, and with a bit of luck, your whole stash. If that isn't mind-boggling enough, you also have to contend with special cards that will add more problems to your assortment, and even more aggravating, mixing up your lovingly rearranged hand. The swines! It may tax your brain to its maximum level, resulting in shorter gaming spells, but you will find it hard to ignore the exhilaration of a triumphant outcome.